Hello, I'm Carla. I have Jo joining me today. She's going to be kind enough to demonstrate Parsvottanasana. Parsvottanasana is a forward extension. You have one leg forward and one leg back, but you're trying to keep the hips level. So Pars means to the side. Essentially, you're turning your body to the side to bring it over that front leg. Ut is intense and Tan is a stretch. So it's an intense stretch, and although you're not going sideways, there is this turning to get the legs centered, the body centered over that front leg. There's a few ways to work into Parsvottanasana. The easiest, if you're a beginner, is to just start at the back of your mat. And it is easier to step forward than to step back. So you're going to take a nice big step forward with your right leg. Here we've got the right leg in front, the left leg at the back. If you're not very flexible, you want to have your bricks at your ankle so that when you come forward, you can come forward. When you come forward, you're not struggling to get down. You're not bending your back to get down. The important thing in Parsvottanasana, this back heel, you want to keep it grounded and you're trying to keep the arch lifted. So the foot does need to turn a little bit. It's not a Trikonasana foot. It's also not a downward dog foot, or Adho Mukha Svanasana foot. The right hip, the leg that's in front, that hip slopes down. You want to lift that right hip and the left hip bone in front pointed towards your right foot. If you're able to keep this extension of the spine, a stretch of the sides of the body, then absolutely you can start bringing the bricks down. Oftentimes it's only once you're on the brick that it's easy enough to get this levelness in the sacrum. This is quite an important part of the pose, so do make sure you get the sacrum level. Classically, the hands start to move back. So once you have your fingertips on the floor, if you're able to move your hands back, you do, and then let go your head, taking your head towards your shin. Be on the feet, keep the legs strong. And when you come up, you want to come through the halfway position to again lengthen the spine. Before you come up, don't just step the back foot forward to come up. That's relatively easy, but you want to work on developing the strength in your legs and working on your balance. So pressing the feet into the mat, moving from the root of the thigh back, extend the breastbone forward to come to standing. If you wobble, so be it, right? And then because we stepped forward, you're going to bring the back foot to step forward to complete the pose. To go to the other side, you simply turn around. You will place your bricks in front. If you're going to be using them, you're not going to be using them, so you can set them aside. From here, step your left foot a nice big step forward. Again, the right foot is at an angle. You're grounding the outer right foot. You're lifting this right arch. This right inner thigh has to roll back in an attempt to help you to get that right hip to go forward. The left leg, you have to suck it up strongly, keep that left hip back. Moving the thighs back, extend yourself forward, coming to Parsvottanasana. An intense stretch over that front leg. Once you're in, exhale, let yourself go down. If you're a beginner and you find that your back rounds quite a bit in this pose, what you can also do to find that extension in the front body is instead of taking your hands back, bring your hands forward as far as they can go. And with this shape of downward dog in your body, you want to get length in the side body, especially the side of the body that the leg is forward, keeping the sacrum level. Once you've got this length, don't lose it and simply just move the hands back. So that's just one way of practicing. Again, strong legs to come up. And the way you went into the pose, gripping into the feet, strong legs, and then simply step the back foot forward. Right, so that is not the classic pose. In the classic pose, you're taking your hands in the prayer position behind your back. And in the classic pose, you also approach it from the middle of your mat and step the feet apart. So bringing the hands into Paschimottanasana. If you're unable to, you can simply hold onto your elbows, or you can also take a strap around the wrists. The idea is that you jump with the hands in the prayer position. If that's challenging for you, just step the feet apart. So you're either stepping or jumping the feet apart. Now you don't have the hands to balance you. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, turn to the right. Turn the hips, especially as you turn the feet, Inhale, lift your chest. You can even look up, although that can throw your balance off, but that is in the classic pose. Exhale, come down into Parsvottanasana. Here, it's a lot more challenging to hold your balance. It's a lot more challenging to keep that squareness in the hips, to keep that extension in the body. The hands are a reminder to bring the dorsal in. Let the elbows just calm down a little bit. Yes. And then when you're ready, pressing into the feet, inhale and lift up. It's the breastbone that has to lead that lift. From here, turning the feet to the left, turn the hips. Remember, the right hip comes forward, the left hip goes back. Lift your chest, and then on an exhalation, strong legs as you extend over that left leg. Parsvottanasana. It's very difficult to keep the hips squared off. This left thigh and hip want to come forward. You need to keep working on that length on the left side. You can relax the elbows a little bit. Bring that right hip forward. Strong legs, moving the root of the thigh back, extend the breastbone forward to come up. And then once you're standing, turn the feet, bring the legs together, release the hands in Dandasana. You want to just let the elbows be soft, the upper arm, the shoulder completely relaxed here. So just relax the hand, let there be softness in the arms. Right, so that's pretty much Parsvottanasana. You can also do it with the arms in Gomukhasana. Gomukhasana is when you take one arm up and one arm behind and hold the arms like that. So practice it. It's a wonderful pose. It will give you a lot of strength. It will develop your flexibility. It will help you with balance, and enjoy doing it. Thanks for joining us.